Hey, I'm Oliver Kurtz. You're watching WSL Surf Breaks, and this is your week in review.
Are you kidding me?
After a great weekend at Chopo for the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley, we start Monday on hold, but we go to PATO for the update on the call and the potential run for the rest of this event.
Hi, this is PATO with an update on the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley. We have a new west swell that shows up as early as this evening. That's Monday afternoon. We'll be ready for an epic finish. Stay tuned this afternoon and Tuesday and Wednesday for the finals.
Did Pat just say epic? That's a good word to hear from Pat O'Connell. Can't wait. Go to worldsurfleague.com or the free WSL app for updates and highlights from the weekend's action. All right, who's ready to take the John Florence Super Quiz? Where was John's first surf trip? Who pushed him into his first wave? What was the first album that Florence ever bought? Well, if you want to find out the answers to these questions and more, go to rollingstone.com or worldsurfleague.com and check out The First Time with John Florence.
The first time I won a contest, it might have been like a participation award. I think everyone won.
And now another incredible moment to remember from the end of the road in Tahiti. This is Chopo.
A solid one for Medina. The bottom drops out. He is in an absolute cave. He gets blown out.
Spits, and he comes out way after the spit. We could see our first 10, ladies and gentlemen.
After a massive day at the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley, there is a new world number one. Earlier in the day, California's Kalohe and Dino suffered a heartbreaking upset to wildcard Kali Vast in the dying moments of their heat.
Interesting enough, on this replay, as we look at this 7.83, and Dino did not even look at that wave. And
Filipe Toledo takes over the Jeep leader jersey after defeating fellow countryman Jesse Mendez. With Filipe Toledo bowing out of competition in the round of 16, only Jordy Smith and Gabriel Medina have the opportunity of taking the #1 spot going into finals day. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but by the time this thing is done and dusted, we'll have a new world #1.
To expect, and now we got to see this in Jordy one more time.
As the swell pulsed in the afternoon, a lot of scores went into the excellent range, but these were the best of the best. Gabriel Medina posted the first perfect 10 of the men's 2019 season and backed it up with an insane 9.23, earning the highest heat total of the day. Other standouts include Jeremy Flores, Jadson Andre, Owen Wright, and Hawaiian Seth Moniz.
This section and pulling in, great control after the spit for Seth Moniz.
Given how critical and shallow the West Bowl is at Chopu, we saw many surfers wear helmets today. Originally popularized by two-time world champ Tom Carroll, 17-year-old Kali Vast rocked hot pink headgear. Owen Wright and Jeremy Flores, who were both wearing helmets today, have suffered serious head injuries in the past and weren't taking any chances. When it comes to raw South Pacific power like this, always better safe than sorry.
Barton.
That was one of those ones where he looked like he was stuck at the top and he wasn't completely underneath it.
And after all that, it's time to blow out the candles on a couple birthday cakes. A very happy birthday to Hawaii's Carissa Moore, who turns 27, and France's Justine Dupont, who's got her by a year at 28. And now, a moment to remember from the Hobgood Heritage Heat. Congrats, Damo.
CJ always likes to sit on wide peaks everywhere he surfs. It seems like, look at this thing, what a drone shot, it's awesome. But
over from yesterday, perfectly deep. Where does this one go, Joey?
Unbelievable ride for Owen Wright.
I'm Owen Wright and you're watching WSL Surf Breaks.
In an epic moment of redemption, Owen Wright has won the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley. Paired up against Gabriel Medina in a rematch of last year's final, which Wright lost in a buzzer beater, Owen earned his first Chopo title thanks to a 9.17 in the waning minutes of the heat. In form all event, he started the morning with a 10-point ride, his 11th perfect score of his career. Throughout the event, the judges awarded deep technical barrel riding and commitment to the heaviest sections, a perfect fit for Wright's brand of surfing. Congratulations to Owen Wright, your 2019 Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley champion. For more on today's final, you can tune in to Kaipo, Ross, and Barton on today's WSL Post Show on WorldSurfLeague.com.
A leftover from yesterday, perfectly deep. Where does this one go, Joey?
Unbelievable ride for Owen Wright.
This was an event that saw 4 surfers potentially in contention for that Jeep yellow jersey. And when the spray settled at the end of the road, it's Brazil's Filipe Toledo who will be flying out of Papeete as the new world #1. Jordy Smith and Gabriel Medina both had a shot at yellow, but with Owen Wright's win, the Jeep Leaderboard saw its most critical shakeup of the season. 4 events remain, and this is setting up to be one of the tightest title races in years, as a mere 2,000 points separate the frontrunners. Your current top 5 on the Jeep Leaderboard after today's event are Filipe Toledo, Jordy Smith, Kolohe Andino, Gabriel Medina, and John Florence, who has been out with an injury for the past 3 events. And as one contest ends, another completely different event begins. The inaugural Longboard Classic Galicia kicked off today in Spain in testing 3 to 5 foot surf. Standouts include current rankings leader Justin Quintal with the highest heat score of the day, and current world #3 Harrison Roach with the top scoring wave. Stay tuned for updates during the next several days, or you can watch all the action unfold on WorldSurfLeague.com. And now, a moment to remember, with Owen Wright's heat turning 9.17 in the waning minutes of the final of the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley.
Owen wants payback from 2018, launches himself into a solid cavern.
Yeah!
Comes flying out. There's the emotion from Owen. Taking on Owen Wright.
Owen's going to get the best wave of the heat for sure.
10-point ride.
In one of the most historic iterations of the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley, Owen Wright's path to victory was fraught with challenges and adversity. After suffering a head injury surfing 15-foot pipeline during the winter of 2015, he was sidelined for 15 months. Wary of heavy surf due to the nature of his injury, when Chopo got serious, Owen strapped on his helmet and went to work. He blitzed through the early rounds. Then, in the round of 16, with the swell on blast, he battled local hero Michel Barres in a high-scoring affair that saw both surfers with 18-point score lines when it was over. On finals day, Owen picked up right where he left off, starting the morning with a 19.07 heat score and a 10-point ride in the quarters against Jadson Andre. The semis saw a battle of the big guys as he paddled out against Jordy Smith in a heat with Jeep leader consequences for Smith if he advanced. Then, in a repeat of the 2018 final, he faced defending event winner, world champ Gabriel Medina. Medina controlled the heat for the majority of the 40 minutes, but with time ticking down, Wright snagged a 9-point ride to avenge his 2018 loss when Medina bested him with a buzzer beater. This is Wright's 4th career CT win, his 11th career 10-point ride, and he jumps 4 spots up on the Jeep Leaderboard, currently the only Australian surfer in the top 10.
And the feeling only a winner knows.
And now, a moment to remember from event champion Owen Wright.
Let's have a look on the replay. Stalls off the takeoff, pulls in, again stalling. Great length, completely disappeared. Came out, was stoked with it. Drops in late. Oh, just under the lip. Oh! We could see our first 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Depends on where across the board for
The Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley may be a wrap, but the world title race, that is in full swing. With 4 stops left on the 2019 season, only 2,000 points separate the top contenders. Now we're looking at the tightest title race in recent history. Filipe Toledo sits on top of the Jeep Leaderboard. Jordy Smith now climbs to 2nd, while Kolohe Andino, he slides from 1st to 3rd. Reigning world champ Gabriel Medina has jumped up to 4th place, and John Florence sits in that 5th spot, despite the fact that he's been out with an injury for the last 3 events. With a win at J-Bay and as a finalist at Chopo, Medina is also the defending champ at Lemoore and is carrying a ton of momentum. The Freshwater Pro gets underway September 19th. Lots more action to come. Stay tuned. For the first time ever, the Longboard World Tour has cross-stepped its way to the tip of Spain for the Galicia Longboard Classic. The women took to the water today for a full display of action. Soleil Erico had the highest single wave score of the day with a 7.43. Other favorites to advance include Chloe Kalman, Rachel Tilley, and Honolulu Bloomfield. The Galicia Longboard Classic runs through August 31st and can be seen now on WorldSurfLeague.com. And now your moment to remember, a perfect 10 from Josh Burke at the WRV Outer Banks Pro.
Today, the WSL announces new and enhanced big wave platform. The plan includes a new strike mission series, the Jaws Big Wave World Championships at Piahi, the Nazare Tow Challenge, and the Big Wave Awards. We talked to Pat O'Connell from WSL Tours and Competitions about what he's looking forward to seeing in this new experience. I want to see personality, explained Pat. I want to see someone reacting to riding the wave of his or her life. In the big wave world, the camaraderie is like nothing else. If we can do a good job sharing that, I think it's mission accomplished. For the full interview with Pat, head to WorldSurfLeague.com.
That's the wave for the day. He did it again. Oh, he's body surfing. Body surf award for Will Scooten right there. Well, yeah.
On the subject of big waves, world champ Mark Occhilupo dropped the 40th episode of his interview series, The OCC-CAST, featuring Mark Healy. They talk giant surf, deep dives, and much more. You can head over to Billabong's YouTube channel to watch the full cut.
The first thing that pops in my mind is like, it's your fault. You didn't have to be here.
Yeah, right.
You chose to be here. You could be on a couch somewhere watching a movie. You did this to yourself.
And finally, a very happy birthday to Spanish tube riding specialist Aritz Aramburu, who turns 34 today. We hope you're having a great day and that the waves are rolling right your way. Now, a moment to remember, Billy Kemper winning his 3rd Jaws Challenge title. Today was moving day at the Galicia Longboard Classic in Spain, with the men's and women's semi-finalists decided. For the ladies, Brazil's Chloe Kalman will be facing France's Justine Dupont, who you may remember won the 2019 Big Wave Women's Performance Award. On the other side of the draw, Hawaii's Honolulu Bloomfield will be facing Rachel Tilley. And for the men, Eduard Del Perro faces current world #1 Justin Quintal, and Kai Salas versus Taka Inu. Tune in to WorldSurfLeague.com tomorrow for all the action. Floridians Noah Schweizer and Zoe Benedetto just took out the QS1000 WRV Outer Banks Pro. In a heated final, Noah took out last year's winner, Renan Pulga, while Benedetto put in a dominant performance against California's Ella McCaffrey. The QS now heads to Spain for the Abanca Galicia Classic Surf Pro, a QS1000 that begins on September 2nd.
What's up? This is Noah Schweitzer. Just won the Outer Banks Pro, and it's a fun event. Waves were good. Everybody was ripping. Stoked to take it home.
And now, a moment to remember with Kai Lenny.
Cave surfing! Woo!